Hi everyone, this is Jesse Howell here of the Missing Link Live. I just wanted to show the sunrise. We haven't been on because we've had some things we've had to do. We're in the Florida Keys, and this is the sunrise. So hopefully y'all can see it. There's a little bit of clouds, but it's 7:10 a.m. here. The sun is rising here in the Florida Keys. We had to take a break. Had some things we had to do, had some friends we had to help out. And so here we are. That's why we haven't been on. This is obviously our first live that we're doing on our new YouTube channel for the Missing Link Live and our new YouTube channel for High Vibe Love Tribe. I got it live on both, so at least we've got something there. But I thought I'd show y'all a little bit about the sunrise. My friend Joe Cool said, he'd like me to get a video. He likes sending videos of the sunrises, but he asked me for a sunset. So I'm going to try to do another one of the sunset while I'm here. I bet y'all are wondering, what was going on, why we weren't having any interviews. Had to take a trip across America, to help a friend out. And, we're at the Florida Keys right now. And, this is the sun. This is the sunrise. Can't really see it too much because of the cloud cover. It's amazing how a lot of times when there's a sunrise or a sunset, it seems like the clouds are right at the horizon. It's like they purposely don't want people to see the sunrise, the sunset. They don't want people to get the energy from the sun gazing. I don't see a lot of sunrises because I'm more of a late night person, not really an early riser. But today I was up at 5:30 a.m. and I was hoping so I can catch this sunrise. It did say it was supposed to be a little bit cloudy, but I don't know if y'all notice wherever you are in the world, but the sun rises and the sun sets. It seems like there could be no clouds in the sky. There's no clouds, straight up above, except there's some chemicals, there. But, there's always seems to be this cloud formation right all down by the horizon. So we're not truly getting the sun gazing that we're supposed to get to. And I think the cloud's moving a little bit right there, so we're going to catch a little bit of the sun. I'm not sure if y'all will be able to hear me well. I'm on my cell phone. For some reason I've got this, Samsung S23 Ultra cell phone, but the speaker, the microphone, for some reason maybe it's clogged, maybe it's got some water. It's supposed to be a waterproof phone, but for some reason that the sound doesn't. I did the interview with Jason of Archaics, and he, and I was using my phone because I, didn't get my dog food that I was making finished on time. So there's me with his, 500,000 subscribers watching me make dog food before we start with really poor sound quality. So I was super thankful. Jason, was, he, comprehended that, and then, he was okay with that. And then we moved over to my computer so we could kind of finish off the interview. But that was Jason Reshares from Archaics. I was on his channel of maybe just before I left on this current adventure that I'm on. So we can see a little bit more of the sun. I'm not sure if my angle is pointing right. On this StreamYard on the cell phone, you can only, do the selfie style. I don't know how to flip it forward. But this is the sunrise here in the Florida Keys. Just thought y'all should know. Why I haven't been on. There won't be any interviews this week. We might have an interview on Friday. I'm not 100% sure yet. That's with Storm Whaling. And then, the interviews that we're supposed to have this week, I packed into like the next couple weeks. So there's going to be a lot of interviews next week and the week after. Actually, the rest of September is most days are going to be 2 interviews a day. So you'll have lots of the Missing Link live. And it'll have this little time break from us, and to just recharge our battery and to come back full force. And then for people that are really enjoy the Missing Link, you can appreciate it that much more once we take a little bit of a break. So hopefully people do appreciate the stuff we're doing, the interviews that we're doing, the work that we're doing. We got some fascinating things that are coming up, that we're exciting things that we're going to be working on, and some new projects and things. So sending love to you all. Let me see, maybe y'all see me. What do we have here? We have some people watching. Yeah, we do. So oh, we even got someone on our YouTube channel. That's awesome. This is our new YouTube channel. We got our 5th and our 6th YouTube channel deleted. We got, medical misinformation. I watch so many other people talk about all this crazy stuff with no strikes, and they're allowed to talk, but for some reason they don't like us on YouTube. We were doing interviews on our backup channel, the High Vibe Love Tribe, and that one got also deleted. So we created a new one, a new Missing Link Live, and we created a new High Vibe Love Tribe channel. This is the first time broadcasting on that. I'm broadcasting on, my Facebook main page, our Missing Link Facebook page. We're broadcasting on the High Vibe Love Tribe YouTube, Missing Link YouTube. We're on Twitter, and we are also on LinkedIn and maybe Twitch. I'm not sure which one's all that we set up, but it's so beautiful here. I'll let you all see. Was I in the right camera angle? Looks beautiful. See, it's really, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but if you look at any sunrises, I don't see them, I can't say sunrises. If you look at any sunsets, most sunsets that I see, there's always cloud cover as it's coming down. You very rarely get to see the sunset anymore, and it's really strange, but that's when you get the most nutrients right now from the sun, is when the sun first pops up and when the sun goes down. If you stare right into the sun, you're actually getting nutrients from the sun, like how the plants get nutrients. We get nutrients as well. Obviously, we know about the vitamin D that we get from the sun on our skin, but staring directly into the sun, you absorb the nutrients right from the sun. And, I notice that most sunsets that I look at, the sun isn't there. There's always, there's the clouds are covering in front of the sunset. And, as I'm looking here, the clouds are, surprise, surprise, right in front. Everywhere else you look, there's no clouds in the sky, but all the clouds are formulated right where the sun is supposed to rise. So now, is that a coincidence? Is that done on purpose? Are they trying to hide us seeing 2 suns? Are they trying to, stop us from getting the vitamin D that we're supposed to be getting? These are all questions that, I guess most people would, anybody that questions things, I guess, would question. But it seems to me, there isn't, too many coincidences. And if this is happening over and over and over, like, it's, sometimes we get excited to see, actually real clouds. Like, it looks like some of these real clouds. So as we were driving through America, so I drove all the way from Calgary, we drove down to Nashville, throughout the entire drive through North Dakota and, Montana, or started Montana, North Dakota, went on through some of these other provinces, I think Alabama. Everywhere we were, there was no chemtrails in any of the skies. Everything was clear and blue. But when we got to Nashville, I noticed a whole bunch of planes spraying, and then it was all cloud covered in once we got to Nashville. But in the heart of America, there wasn't any. I didn't see one chemical mist. I didn't see one, a plane spraying. Everything was clear, and it was actually quite remarkable to see that all the skies were just blue. And when we see these like real clouds, we're like, oh, it's so exciting. We got like real clouds when they have so much of these fake clouds. We can see some of the chemical mist, from some of the spraying, and I think probably why those clouds are, covering the sunrise right now. But, for the most part, we have, the rest of the sky is clear except for right where we want to see the sunrise. So maybe I'll try to wake up tomorrow again, and get another sunrise. Just wanted to let everyone know there's no Missing Link lives until, at earliest this Friday, but maybe not until next week. I might try to reschedule Storm Whaling's, interview on Friday, just because, maybe just have another week off. But we'll see how I feel and where I'm at on this kind of wild and crazy, sudden trip that popped up. So we had interviews booked all this week, and last week, but this trip ended up popping up, which I needed to help a friend, and so I ended up saying yes. So I had to reschedule all of the interviews. So I didn't really say anything on social media or to anyone. A few friends maybe knew about it, but it was just one of those things that popped up, and I like to help people where I can, and this was one of those moments where I could really help out a friend and a brother of mine, and and so I'm ended up here in Florida Keys, and now trying to show you guys all the sunrise, which it's blocked by the clouds. So it is what it is. My friend Joe Cool, inspired me to, get him a sunrise, or we'll see. I think he said sunset. So I'm gonna be back here maybe tonight and doing a sunset. It's in actually 12 hours from now. So there's only 12 hours of light. The sunrise is at 7:10 and the sunset is at 7:30 or something, right? It gets dark at 8:30 here, at the Florida Keys. It's still another strange, how it's like completely dark at 8:30, but in a little bit more east in the same continent, in my home city of Calgary, it's still light out till like 10 o'clock at night or whatever, right? It's still light out. I don't know. That's just that ball thing, it definitely, there's a lot of questions because not everything adds up the way it should mathematically. I'm not saying it's one way or another, and I know Joe will probably be like right on me for even questioning that it's, not a globe, but just things don't always add up. And I think that probably that is maybe like that for a lot of you as well. So let's see. Enjoy your time. On the west coast of Canada, and it's still right at 9 p.m. on the west coast. I know there's time differences, so when it's but the thing though is when it's dark at 8:30 here, that means in Calgary it's 6:30 p.m. So it's completely dark in Florida, where we're on the same continent, so it's on the same side. So for 4 more hours, it's completely light at other places right now. So it's 7:28, 4:28 on the west coast. Says Jen, you guys need a break. Thanks. Our sun was very red today because of all the fires. So you got lots of fires to read about the clouds being on the horizon on sunrises and sunsets. Isn't that strange, Tracy? Like, where why they would do that? It's beautiful. The sound is crackly a little. Yeah, something about my speaker. I don't know. I apologize for that. But oh, Bernie didn't believe my hair. You're so funny, Bernie. Bernie was like, we posted a picture. We posted a picture, and he's like, "That's not Jesse." He's like, "How did he grow his hair so fast?" So, Bernie, this one's for you. This is my hair. I always just keep it back, and but this is my real hair. That was Angelina and I on the end of the boat. And he's like laughing. He's like, "How did Jesse grow hair that fast?" Right? I always just keep my hair up and out of my face. As you can see, the wind blows it when I drive. It goes in my mouth. I don't really like that. So, when I'm on the show, I like to keep it as nice and clean. And so, but I do have long hair. I learned many years ago. Um, oh, Bernie said I'm a Shio. Sorry about that, Bernie. And I learned many years ago that the hair is an extension of us, and there's energy receptors, and it helps with intuition. Hence why women are very intuitive. Part of that has to do with their hair and mothering instinct, but also the hair. These are energy receptors. So ever since then, I've been growing my hair long and keeping, and I feel like I'm much more intuitive. As crazy as that may sound, that hair has to do with intuition, or that I've started growing, and I feel that my hair is more that I'm more intuitive now that I have longer hair. I don't know, it's maybe just because I'm gaining more wisdom, knowing myself more, knowing the world more, becoming more intuitive, being in tune more with my gifts, and things like that. So those are all factors that go along with it. But I've just learned about the hair energy receptors and being more intuitive. So I keep my hair. I keep my hair long, but I try to keep it nice and clean cut wherever I am, right? Um, so I don't have. Every once in a while, I'll wear my hair. I'll wear my hair down, and but it's not very often that I'll do that. I actually prefer to keep it a little bit more clean cut, but I still have the long hair. So um, that's the way it goes. You have an interesting name, Bernie. I thought your name was. I thought you were a boy. But just absolutely beautiful, right? But again, look, I didn't actually get to see any really, really sun because of those clouds. And look how the clouds are moving right where the sun moving up. It's just fascinating how these clouds are put so we're not getting the true, sun rise, the energies. Like now the sun's starting to finally pop through a bit where I'm going to stare into the sun and get some of that energy from the sun. Just wanted to shout out to, my beautiful girlfriend Angeline. I love you so much. And, I'm excited to have you back in my arms. So sending love for you all. Life. Namaste, everyone. And if they ever ask you to bring the inhibitor again, you know what to say. Namaste.